Okay, here we are in Dallas, Texas, with Pablo and Christina Felix, bronze executive directors that's created the first death community in all of prepaid legal in its history. We just want to interview them for a minute, ask them a couple of questions. Mr. Pablo Felix, tell me how'd you got started in prepaid legal?
I'd gotten involved in this business based upon the experiences I had, the depression I'd gone through, the legal situations I had that I found were very expensive. The service was able to instead give me reasonable costs on a monthly basis that I could afford. And so with the daily events that happen in my life, having access to an attorney gave me that the ability to speak to them without concern for cost. The deaf community across the United States have all experienced struggles. They've all had difficulties living like the cost of attorneys, something that they cannot afford. So this membership is definitely worthwhile to them.
Awesome. Could you let us know why you became an associate?
My why for being involved in this business, because this opportunity is one that I never had in the corporate environment. I worked for a company that didn't allow me to dream, that constantly told me I couldn't do this and I couldn't do that. I actually experienced those kinds of experiences my entire life. So I was looking for a company that could believe in me and believe in the kind of success that I could have, and the fact that I could be a successful person. All my life, my parents didn't have a very good relationship with me. They didn't even know that I was deaf until I was 7 years old. So I didn't have exposure to any language before the age of 7. I didn't want my 4 daughters to go through the same lack of a relationship with me because I've been so frustrated with everything I've gone through. I want to be able to enjoy my time with my family and enjoy the time that I'm able to spend with my wife, Christina, and that's why I'm in this business.
Wow. Is it possible, and with every degree of candor, do you think you could have been as successful and created the type of level of interest in the deaf community with any other product or service out there?
Well, most definitely not. You can work for a corporation, but there's a huge difference between the corporate world and between working independently in our company. You set your own dreams, you set your own schedule. They typically decide what you can and cannot do, when you can and cannot work, and how much you are not worth. You can decide all those things for yourself. You can decide what it is that you want out of life. You can decide how much you're worth, how much you want to earn. You can decide what you do with your time. We have the ability to do that. Everyone else can also do that. We have a very large number of deaf associates across the country. For us, a big issue is Social Security. We don't want people living off of a system that will not support them. Those aren't the kinds of habits anyone wants to have a good life with. This gives them the chance to enjoy their lives, to spend time with hearing people, to spend time with successful deaf people, to personally develop and become a better person. And this is the only company I've seen out there that really emphasizes personal development. This is the best company I've ever seen.
Awesome, awesome. One last thing. As top leaders in the country, what do you think that's going to happen in the next 12 to 24 months that can totally revolutionize how we not only do business in prepaid legal, but how we can actually help people on a nationwide basis?
Well, our CEO, Rip Mason, has a heart and a passion for the deaf community that no one ever has. He understands what they've gone through. He's seen the experiences that they've had, and his goal is to help them have better accessibility, to train our attorneys to know how to work with deaf members, to assist the customer service department to be able to know how to work with a deaf person when calling through video relay, to be able to provide us with the best possible services. They're doing something like providing us with a LegalShield that gives us access not only to be able to call an attorney 24 hours a day like it does the rest of our members, it gives us the ability to have the attorney speak with a police officer who we're pulled over because we don't have a phone with us. but they have access to the attorney. Mr. Mason has come up with so many different ideas to help us. He wants this card to say, I'm a deaf member of prepaid legal services. So they understand that they need to have accessibility for the deaf community, for members of our service. That's empowering for us. We're also offering, we have videos in American Sign Language so that you can see the experiences that other deaf people have gone through, how they've used membership, other people who have been successful within the company.
Wow, that's awesome. As regional managers in the state of Arizona, some of the vision that you have for implementing the deaf community, as well as each and other associates, whether they're English speaking, Spanish speaking, or what have you, even as far as small business owners who may be deaf, or in group marketing for employee benefits, what do you think, in just a few words to close, we can do to help support that, as well as your vision?
Well, our vision is for deaf people to see that it is not impossible for them to reach any height or any goal that they have for themselves. The biggest challenge that I have is being able to show other people that they can do the very same thing that I've done. They have to understand that you work hard. Everyone, regardless of whether they can hear or whether they cannot hear, people look at me and they say, how can a deaf person have that kind of success? That success comes from the passion of what I'm able to do. If we have a passion for what we do, we're out there, we're not just marketing something to small business or to group as an employee benefit. We're doing something to help empower them, regardless of whether
Do you have makeup on?
or cannot hear. This is something that we're doing that the company has assisted us with in our program.
Well, I thank you both. After the event, we look for your continued success, and we appreciate what you're doing, not only in Arizona, but nationwide, to not only help each and every associate, but as well as serving the deaf community. So I thank you for your time. This is Tom Harrison, Executive Director, Prepaid Legal Services, along with Pablo and Christina Felix, Prepaid Legal's first deaf bronze Executive Directors. Thank you.